Good evening, everybody. So we're back tonight. I have sad news. John is gonna take his Color Street off, but for a good reason. I'm gonna show you guys an awesome hack. So if you've seen my live videos before or around the internet, you may have seen the hot water in a bowl trick that takes the Color Street off super easy. Well, rumor has it that it only works well with Mineral Fusion. So the first time I did it live, I used Mineral Fusion and the nail polish just whoosh, it came right off, like super easy, super quick. All the glitter just kind of cascaded down to the bottom of the bag. Nothing stuck to my hands. It was beautiful. But I've heard that people who are doing it with just regular acetone and not Mineral Fusion, it's kind of like making a hot mess on their fingers. Like it's just not working as well in the bag trick. Well, I have a life hack for you. If you don't have Mineral Fusion, or if you don't really want to spend the money on Mineral Fusion, because this guy on Amazon will cost you about $8 or $9. Where, as you know, you can get some cheap 100% pure acetone at a drugstore or Walmart for like $1 or $2. So there's definitely a price difference between the two. But I'm going to show you a little hack. You probably have these things laying around your household that can basically turn any acetone nail polish remover into Mineral Fusion, at least in the sense that it will work really easy on the bag trick in the hot water bowl. So I'm going to show you guys how that goes tonight. Just a quick Color Street check though. John has been for 2 days now? 3 days. 3 days he has been now. He is the best mechanic in town. I'm just going to brag on him for a second. And so he works really hard and he is wrenching all day long underneath the cars at work, and look at that. Color Street is still going strong, except for here and here, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a picker. Not because it wore off, because he sat there and picked it, and what did you say about that? It was hard to do. Yeah. He was really picking hard at it, little nervous twitch, I don't know. Maybe he was secretly trying to get rid of the Color Street, I don't know. I had to go into Edwards tonight and pick up our takeout because he didn't want to go in with his orange glittery nails. So I cut him a deal. He's going to be my model while I show you guys this awesome life hack tonight. And he gets his Color Street off, all in the name of educating my audience here. So if you've never seen the bowl trick and you don't know how this works, basically all you do is you fill a bowl with warm to hot water. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. There's something about putting your hand in the warm water. It does something that activates the acetone or the nail polish remover. Whatever happens, I don't know the sciencey part of it, but it just makes it come off so much easier than if you just stuck your fingers in the bag without putting it in the hot water. So I'm gonna wait for this to warm up a little bit. I guess I should have had this running. There it goes. Okay, so I think the way we're gonna do this is let's do one hand with just the acetone and one hand with the hack of the made at home Mineral Fusion. Okay, so if you were doing this normally, you would just take your Mineral Fusion and you would pour it into the bag enough where your fingers would be covered with it, and then you would put it down into the hot water and swish it around and your Color Street comes off. But we're gonna do the life hack, so I need you to hold on with this. So this is just cheap drugstore nail polish remover. We're gonna pour that into the bag, and we're gonna do a lot so that John's big fingers can go in there. That's probably enough. Okay. And then just take some olive oil from your kitchen cabinet. And the last time I did this, I did about half and half, and it worked well. So I'm gonna do maybe like 2 or 3, I'll do like 2 caps maybe to start. Just what I'm doing is I'm adding some oil to the acetone. And then just for fun, because if you've used Mineral Fusion before, you know it has like that citrusy smell. So I'm just gonna do a couple dots of wild orange oil in there just to make it smell good. But this isn't a must. This is just something I'm doing for fun. And mix it all up. And so basically you have a mixture that's gonna act very much the same as Mineral Fusion. All right, John, so let's take your fingers and you're gonna put it down. Does your hand fit in this bag? I guess we should have checked if his hand fit in the bag first. I don't even know. Are your nails in there? Okay, put it down in the hot water and swish it all around. Oh gosh. I should have got a gallon bag. They were just moving it all around in there. All right, are they submerged in? All right, so we're gonna give it a second. He's rinsing it all around in there. I hope you don't bust the seams of this bag. Okay, if you're ever taking your nail polish off of your husband, use a gallon bag and not a little sandwich bag. Oh, it's so funny. All right, so he's swishing around. Let's just kind of see the progress. So you can see it's starting to turn orange, and you can see all the glitter from the Brazilian Air nail color circling to the bottom. All right, pull out a little bit. Pull your hand out a second. I just want to see. I can't see your. Oh yeah, it's starting to come off. Okay, keep rubbing. And none of the glitter is sticking to his hands like it would if we would have just done the straight acetone. Okay, we're making progress. Brazilian Air isn't nearly as glittery as some of the ones I've used before. Oh, here we go. All right, just your pinky. I don't know, is your pinky even in the solution? There you go. All right, we're still mixing around if you guys are still hanging in there with me. This probably would have went a lot faster if I would have picked a bigger bag. His hand is taking up the whole bag. I guess I should have planned it out a little better, huh, guys? All right, let's see. Let me see. Pull it out. I think your pinky got in it now. Oh, yeah. We're making progress. All right. So all the glitter's off of the pinky. We just got to... Maybe if I turn the bag this way. I don't have this problem. My whole hand fits down in the bag without a problem. Alright, that looks good. And all I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just rubbing on the outside of the bag. I'm rubbing where the little bit of nail polish is left, like around the sides, and it's just taking it right up. I'm going to do the same here. Maybe let's go a little closer so that everybody can kind of see. In an ideal world, if you're doing this on yourself, your hands, I'm sure, are a lot skinnier and they'll fit in the bottom of the bag, but I guess the problem we're having is I didn't use enough for this little bag for John's big fingers. But all I'm doing is I'm just rubbing like where the nail polish is, just to kind of get it off. I'm trying to push the remover up to his fingers since it's not, the water isn't deep enough and his fingers won't go in there. There we go. Hey everybody, I don't know who's all on here because my hands are wet. I can't scroll on my phone, but say hey if you're watching. We're just trying to get that pinky now. I can't get his pinky submerged. But just so you girls know, the amount that I use in the beginning would definitely be enough for small, petite, girly hands. So I used 2 caps of olive oil and probably like a 1/4 of a cup of acetone remover. Okay, I think maybe I got it all. All right, let's see. Go ahead and pull your hand out. Okay, so see what's happening? There's no glitter stuck to his hand at all because that olive oil in there helped it to fall off. That wouldn't have happened if you just used the straight up acetone. So for those of you that are doing the bag trick and you're not having a lot of success and it's like leaving the nail polish on your hand, it's because you're not using Mineral Fusion. But what you just saw here was a Mineral Fusion life hack using regular acetone, olive oil, and then a little bit of wild orange essential oil. How's that? That looks good. Completely off, gone. No glitter on his hand. Go ahead and wipe that. And there it is. All the nail polish on the bag. All right. So, the other hand, I'm trying to decide what would be a better comparison. If it would be if I showed you guys using actual Mineral Fusion, or if, do you want to see it with just the straight up acetone so that you can see that the Mineral Fusion hack works best? What do you guys want to see? What do you think would be the better comparison? So what you just saw was the Mineral Fusion life hack, the made at home Mineral Fusion. And then the other hand, we can take the nail polish off with either actual Mineral Fusion or plain acetone. What do you guys want to see in comparison? Anybody? Throw me a bone here. All right. What do you think we should do, John?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Is your hands oily?
Yeah.
All right.
Plain acetone.
Plain acetone? Who says that? Okay. All right. Plain acetone it is. I hope we have enough in there. Okay. So here's the plain acetone without Mineral Fusion hack. And if anybody wants to see how easy it comes off with the actual Mineral Fusion, I have a video that I did before. Ooh, that's all I got left. All right, so this is 100% pure acetone in here. All right, stick it in the water. All right, he's gonna swish around in there. Let's see. Did I make that water too hot? Is that okay? All right, so this is just plain old acetone. My nails are naked tonight because I knew I was gonna be touching all this stuff. So, if anybody has suggestions on which set to put on next, I'm taking suggestions. How's it coming? Let me see. Oh yeah. See how the glitter is like stuck all over your fingers up here? And your... So see what happens? I don't know if they're gonna be able to see in this light. So when you just do the plain acetone, first of all, his hands are coming out and they're super dry. I don't know if you guys can see that. And the glitter is like all stuck up on his hand because there was nothing, there's no oil in it to help pull it off. So when you add that little bit of olive oil in there, and it's not drying out your hands and it's not drying out your nails. Now, of course, before you apply more Color Street, you'll want to wipe any oil off of your actual nail bed before you apply it. That's why the alcohol prep pad comes with your pack. But the lovely thing about using Mineral Fusion or this little hack where you're adding the mineral oil is your hands are like super soft and not scaly and dried out, because that's what happens when you use the acetone. And those of you that use acetone all the time know that, like, especially in the winter, a lot of you experience like where your nails start splitting and scaling, and some people are like, oh no, it's the color streak. Nope, it is the dryness. So if you keep your hands moisturized with olive oil or using mineral fusion, and you don't pick at your nail polish like John did, you won't have that scaliness. You'll have, you know, some nice smooth fingers and nail beds. How's it coming? Looking good. See, and it still has that sticky stuff too. The oil and the mineral fusion really helps to get like that sticky residue off of your fingers too. So he's just using that acetone, and I can see he still has like that sticky residue left on his fingers. Like, see, I don't know if they can see that. I don't know if you can see it, but you guys know what I mean. For my girls that wear Color Street all the time, there's like that little bit of sticky gooiness, like it's pulling up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that wasn't happening when we added the olive oil in. So keep going. So I hope you guys try this at home. You have to, I haven't experimented enough to get like the perfect ratio, so I've just kind of been eyeballing it, like depending on how much nail polish remover I put in the bag, whether I put 1 or 2 capfuls of the olive oil in it. So tonight I did 2 capfuls just because I used a lot of nail polish remover so that it would be enough to fit John's fingers. But I would say probably for the most part you would only ever need like 1 cap of olive oil in your acetone to make this trick work. Yeah. So then it's off, but we still, I don't know if you guys can see, there's still like that stickiness because this is just the acetone, and his hands are so dry, and there is like all the glitter is stuck all over his hands. That's just using the straight up acetone. And it's like turning his fingers a little bit orange, like the pigment from the nail polish. It's just a hot mess when it's straight up acetone. So I think that's what turned a lot of people away from that trick. So if you've learned anything from me tonight, it's use mineral fusion or the mineral fusion at home DIY life hack. What do you think, John? Does it feel good to have man hands back again?
Yeah.
He was like, if you're out there, give some heart buttons for John, because he was a trooper. He wore Color Street for 3 straight days to work in a mechanic shop. That's a man. So, all for the sake of his wife's business. So I'm so grateful that he did that for us. All right, guys, I hope that helped you out. I hope you learned something cool tonight. And if you try this at home, let me know how it goes. All right, see you guys. Good night.